Hello students, in today's session we will continue with the deduction under section 80. So the first deduction I have explained in the previous class, that is 80C deduction. The second deduction is 80CCC. 80CCC is a deduction available for the pension fund of a LIC or a pension plan of a LIC. This deduction is given for an individual for the amount deposited. Yearly he will deposit the amount for the LIC plan of India for receiving the pension. So the amount deposited will be claimed under as a deduction under section 80CCC. So one more example is contribution to Jeevan Suraksha of LIC. This is also an eligible deduction under section 80CCC. So the maximum limit of a deduction under this section is 1,50,000. So this is a maximum limit an individual can claim, including the 80C deduction, 80CCC deduction and 80CCD. Total limit is 1,50,000. Third deduction is 80CCD. So this is a deduction is given for contribution to National Pension Scheme or NPS or National Pension Account. So this is employee and employer can contribute a certain percentage of their salary every month towards this scheme. So usually it is the contribution is up to 10% of salary every month. So here there are some conditions. First one is employer contribution to MPS is taxable as salary. So both employer and employee will contribute certain percentage of salary to the pension scheme, to the NPS. So in that, employer contribution to NPS is taxable as salary. Under the head income from salary, while calculating the GTI, we have to take employer contribution to NPS as a taxable salary. In the 80CCD deduction, he can claim a deduction in subsections like section 80 CCD1 employees contribution, CCD1B is for additional deduction and 80 CCD2 is for the employer contribution. Second condition is, second one is a section 80 CCD1. So this is a section is relating to employees contribution. So in this section, deduction is available to employees' contribution subject to 10% of salary. So the deduction is for the 10% of salary for the salaried employees. For the salaried employees, 10% of salary, and for the non-salaried employee or for self-employed, it will be 20% of gross total income, because they are not earning any salary. Self-employed will not earn any salary. So their contribution will be calculated based on 20% of their gross total income. Third one is 80CCD1B. So this is a additional deduction given to the National Pension Scheme for the contribution made to the National Pension Scheme. So this is a deduction individual can claim is up to rupees 50,000 towards the NPS contribution by individual. So next, fourth point is total deduction. Here including 80C deduction, 80CCC, 80CCD1, the total deduction should not exceed rupees 1,50,000 as per the section 80CCE. 80CCE says that the total deduction 80C plus 80CCC plus 80CCD1 should not exceed to rupees 1,50,000. An additional 50,000 deduction can claim under additionally including after 1,50,000, additionally he can claim up to 50,000 deduction in the section 80CCD1B. Next deduction is 80CCD2 in the subsection in the 80CCD subsection 80CCD2. So this is for the employer contribution. So this is a deduction, maximum deduction available for employer contribution is 10% of the employee's salary. So this is a contribution 10% of employee's salary. See the format. This is a format of computing total income using the deduction under section 80C ATCCC and ATCCD. So the particular amount, two amount column. So the first we have to take, to compute total income, first we have to take 5 heads of income. So the first section is section 15, income from salary. So under the income from salary we have to write the salary income like basic salary, plus if there is a DA, DP, bonus, commission, taxable allowance, perquisites. Likewise, if there is any salaries, then we have to add here. Then employer contribution to NPS also we have to add, because in the ATCCD condition we have given first point is employer contribution to NPS is taxable as salary. So this is added here in under the head income from salary, employer contribution to NPS. So we will get gross salary. From the gross salary, there is a standard deduction under section 16IA. So this is a 50,000 deduction, an individual claim up to 50,000 deduction he can claim for the income from salary. So this is a deduction, previously it was 40,000, and for the assessment year 2020-21 it is increased to 50,000 through the budget, through the interim budget 2019 it is increased to 50,000, previously it was 40,000. So after deducting this we will get taxable salary or a net salary. Next, second section is section 22, income from house property. So if there is a house property income you have to take here. Next, business or professional income, that is under section 28. Then section 45, capital gain. Section 56, income from other source. If in the question if they give any of these income, then we have to take, and we have to take total, you will get gross total income. So from the gross total income we will an individual and HUF can claim a deduction under section 80. So the first deduction comes is 80C. So what if there is any items under 80C, then we have to take here and we have to total here. Then second one is 80CCC, that is for the pension fund or pension plan of LIC. So if in the question pension fund or pension plan of LIC is given, then we have to take under 80CCC. Next, third deduction is 80CCD. This is for the contribution to NPS. So under that there are subsection 80CCD1. So that is for the employees contribution. 80CCD1 is for employees contribution. So we have to take employees contribution or 10% of salary, whichever is less here. So under 80CCD1 employees contribution, we can claim a deduction up to 10% of salary. So that is we can take employees contribution or 10% of salary, whichever is less. Then as per 80CCE, the total deduction 80C plus 80CCC plus 80CCD1. So total deduction of these columns, this is a total, should not exceed 1,50,000. So if this total is less than 1,50,000, then we can write the value whatever we get here. But if the total is more than 1,50,000, then we have to take the value as 1,50,000, means it should not exceed to the 1,50,000. So that is said by 80CCE section. Next one is 80CCD1B, that is for the additional deduction. 80CCD1B is for the additional deduction. So this is a deduction for the contribution to NPS, for the employees contribution to NPS only. Here he can claim additionally up to 50,000. One section, that is 80CCD1, in that employees contribution he can claim, again he can claim additional deduction up to 50,000, up to 50,000. So this is a extra included through the present proposed budget in 2015. Next, 80CCD2 is for the employer's contribution or 10% of salary, whichever is less. So this is a here means up to 10% of employer's contribution can be claimed as a deduction under section 80CCD2. So totaling these will get the value, and from GTA if you deduct these deductions will get total income or taxable income. On this income we have to compute the tax liability or we have to compute the tax filing. So here one note I have given, that is for ATCCD calculation purpose, means for this ATCCD calculation purpose, here I have given 10 percentage of salary, 10 percentage of salary. Now what is this salary means? Salary means it is a basic plus DA in case of government employee. If in the question, if they give the SSC is a government employee, then we have to take salary here basic plus DA. We should not take all the items whatever given under salary, only basic salary and DA we have to take in case of government employee. For non-government employee we have to take basic plus DA if it is considered for retirement benefit, plus commission if it may be in percentage. So this is about the ATCCD calculations.